Happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday. We back with another live. Let me lower down this mic right here. It's a little bit high. Let me lower my mic just a little bit, y'all. What's good, man? How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing good. Y'all know what to do. As soon as you get up in this video, if you like this video, hit that like button down below, y'all. Let me go on y'all know I gotta go onto the YouTube and go put this video over there on our Facebook page. So give me just 1 second. Let me go and put this over. Let me go share this to the Facebook page right now. Hold on a second, y'all. Oh, let me put a hashtag on this right here. Hold on, hold on. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button down below. Let me know what y'all is thinking right now. All right, we got it. We live. We live over there on the Facebook page. Thank everybody for coming through. Come on in. Come on in. Hit that like button as soon as you get up in here. It's hot as bananas out here in New York City tonight, man. But yo, we're gonna get through it. Hope everybody is doing good. What's up with this stuff? What's going on here? Let me fix this right here, yo. What's up? Got a little bit of crazy stuff going on there, man. How's everybody doing tonight? Thanks for coming through. Tonight we're gonna have a conversation. Tonight I want to hear from you guys. Tonight I want to hear from you guys because I've been seeing the industry for a couple years now. Well, it's been going on for more than a couple years now, but it's really increased in the last few years. And with more and more podcasts and more internet shows and more celebrities doing their YouTube shows on their podcast shows, I'm seeing a lot more of it, and it's increasing. Where to the point now, I think it's kind of out of control now. But I want to hear from you guys. I want you guys to really get in the comment section tonight. And we're going to read some comments from y'all tonight. I want to hear where your guys' mindset is at on this. I'm already convinced that this is for what it is. I'll let you know what I think it's for. But I want to hear what you guys got to say about this tonight. So as soon as you get up in this video, hit that like button down below if you like these videos. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is a great time. Go on down, subscribe to the channel. So I'm asking you guys tonight. Are rappers and artists and entertainers, are they saying just a little bit too much lately? Are they talking too much? Are they giving out too much personal information? Are they letting us into certain things that we may not have need to know? Are they giving out too much information to us? I know there's a lot of us that like to hear stories and want to know about an artist, want to know about a celebrity, want to know about certain things. Listen, I'm 100% guilty of that because I watch all of that stuff. So I'm part of the problem, but I'm asking you guys tonight how y'all feel. Do you think artists, and I'm talking about rappers, singers, entertainers, entertainers, are they saying too much? Are they giving out too much information? I see Blocker is in the building. Blocker, thanks for coming through. Jason is in the building. Jason, thanks for coming through. Jason gonna be on tour soon, yo. So yo, keep your eyes on Jason's IG. Keep your eyes on his Twitter. Jason may be going on tour soon. Let him tell y'all. He gonna tell y'all in the DMs. He gonna tell y'all in the chat. But keep an eye on Jason's page. Keep an eye on his IG. Keep an eye on his Twitter. He may be announcing something coming up pretty soon. Shout out, Jason's in the building. So again, we asking you guys tonight, are rappers and artists telling too much? And one of the reasons why I brought this up, I started watching the Murder Incorporated documentary the past few days. I think there's 3 parts to it. I think it's 3 or 4. I think it's 3 parts to it. I watched the first part. I haven't watched. I'm going to watch the second part tonight, and maybe over the weekend I'm going to watch the part 3 to it. So I watched the first part, and Irv is going through information where he's giving us some breakdowns on past things of what brought Murder Incorporated to the rise and fall to where they got to. So this, like I said, I only watched the first piece. Right at the end, no, I don't give no spoilers, but right at the end, they teased the second part, what they're really going to get into on the second part. So, so they did mention Ashanti on the documentary, and Irv did say when he was on Drink Champs, he did say that what he said on Drink Champs, he's going to go into it even deeper on the documentary. So they set up the end of part 1. They're going to give you more information on part 2. So from what I'm hearing is that he really gives out some information of their relationship, even first kiss information. So is this information that we need to know? Should a man that was in a relationship with a young woman, now remember, this is about 20 years ago, okay, 15, 20 years ago. This is the story of back then, when they, quote unquote, allegedly did it back then. Should a man be giving out that information about their personal life, him and that young lady? Hit the comments down below. Should this stay between them? Should personal info, like on Drink Champs, he did mention that one of the songs, I think the song was Happy, that was on Ashanti's album, he mentioned that that song came about after they had just finished sleeping together. He got up out of the bed, he went into the shower, and he was just in a place where he was just so happy to be in that moment with her. And that song, that concept came about while he was in the shower. He called his A&R, he called his peoples in the studio. Yo, I want you to do this song, I want you to put this song together. So he explained that moment in his life, that's how that song came about. Do we need to hear that? Let me check the comments. Let me see what y'all saying up in here. Jason's here. Jason said, what up, Jason? What up? Blocker Time said, yeah, because they're trying to get that 50 cents publicity. Ooh. So Blocker is saying that they're only doing it to get 50 cents attention. Blocker has another comment. Blocker said, nah, the Murder Inc. story have 5 parts towards the documentary. Okay, so there's 5 parts. When I went on BT, I only saw 3 that were available. So Blocker is saying that there's 5 parts. So I'm going to try to watch the 3 that I saw. I'm going to try to catch up tonight, and I'm going to catch up with the part 3 over the weekend. Hopefully they're going to drop 4. If there's a 4 and 5, hopefully they'll drop 4 and 5, and I'll be able to watch those as well. Thank you for that, Blocker. We got Diamond Onyx in the building. Diamond, thanks for coming through. Shine bright like a diamond. Diamond Onyx is here. Diamond Onyx said, chat, what up? Let me go tap in with the like. Don't forget, if you're here right now, hit that like button. It seems I got the first like button hit. Bars and Jason, what up? Jason is there. Jason says, Diamond, what up? Diamond, thanks for coming through. So again, we're asking you guys tonight, are artists saying too much? Are they letting out too much information on these interviews that they are doing? I'm going to give you guys another example. I'm going to give you guys another example here. So this is Kurt Burrows, okay? Excuse me. Now, backstory on Kurt Burrows. Kurt Burrows was I think, partial owner of Bad Boy when it first started out. And I believe he sold his shares of Bad Boy Records over to Puff Daddy. So Puff Daddy gained his shares. So Kurt Burrows, I might be, if my information is incorrect, hit the chat, correct me down below. Kurt Burrows was a part owner of Bad Boy Records in its infancy, and Puff Daddy came to him, told him, look, I need to buy your shares from you so that we can make a move, and I will sell you the shares back. Something happened. The shares were not sold back to Kurt Burrows, so now Kurt Burrows is starting to do his interviews around the circuit. So this was an interview that he did on the art of dialogue. Okay, so if you read one of the highlights of the interview, it says, Biggie didn't trust Puffy. There wasn't best friends like Puffy claims. He's lying. So, again, here's the issue that I have with stories like this. I'm not saying he's right or if he's wrong. I wasn't there. This is his account. He's saying what happened. The only other person that can say right or wrong might be Puff Daddy himself. But here's the problem I have. The Notorious B.I.G. is not here anymore to speak for himself. I know there are a lot of stories that go around about Puffy and Biggie and Puffy, how close they weren't close. Biggie was about to leave. There's stories for days and days and days and days. The Notorious B.I.G. is not here to tell his side of this story anymore. The Notorious B.I.G. died back in the 90s. We are 22 plus years from Notorious B.I.G.'s death. Why are people bringing up stories like this at this time? Do you want to hear about this? Hit the comments. I want to hear from you guys tonight. Do you want to hear about these types of stories? Because here's what I gotta say. Here's what I gotta say. When Biggie was alive, the last image I remember of that time, it was the video that Biggie did when he was in the car, when they were in the car driving backwards, and Puffy and them was in the car. I forgot the name of the video. Hit the comment down below. You all know what video I'm talking about. That is the last image that I can remember at that time. That was the last time when I remember Notorious B.I.G. and Puff Daddy. That video is my last memory of seeing Puffy and Biggie together. Remember, we didn't have social media back then. So I couldn't go on my phone, I couldn't go on the TV and see what they're doing. When that video came out, what is the name of the video? I can't remember the video. Hit the comment. Y'all know what video I'm talking about. And in that video, if you watch that video, I think Biggie has on like a yellow jacket, and he has his cane. And Biggie and Puffy looked happy. That last video that I remember seeing Puffy and Biggie and the Bad Boy family together, Puff Daddy's baby mom was in the video, Junior Mafia was in the video. That's my last memory of seeing the Notorious B.I.G. and Puff together, and they looked happy. I know, behind the scenes, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know when the cameras are turned off, what they're doing. I don't know. But at that moment, that time when Biggie passed away, that was my last vision of them. And they looked happy together. Why 22 years later are people coming out with these stories? And these people have been saying things about Puffy for years. Biggie was going to leave Bad Boy. Biggie was going to create his own team. He was getting ready to leave. We hear all those stories all the time. I see Sarah's in the building. Sarah, thanks for coming through. Hit that like button. Sarah's here. Thanks for coming through, Sarah. Today we're talking about artists. Are they saying too much? Are they putting out too much information? Are they putting out information that we, do we need to know about these incidents? Do we need to know about these stories? Again, like I said on the top, I am guilty of this. I'm not. I'm just like you. I have my phone. I watch the videos. I go on YouTube. I see the stories. I love Tupac. I love hearing Tupac stories. I love Biggie. I love hearing stories about what happened with Biggie. Look, I'm in there. I'm a part of the problem. I gotta say, I'm part of the problem. But at what point do we sit back and say, you know what? I don't gotta say that. I don't gotta tell people the first time me and Ashanti kissed. I don't gotta tell people when that song was created, we just finished sleeping together. Why? Ashanti's over there going through all of this and she's not responding. All of the years you've been hearing all that stuff about Puff Daddy's not responding. So is this, are these people doing this for money? Are they clout chasing? Hit the comments. I want to hear from you guys tonight. Let me know where your guys' head is at. Hit the comment section down below. Why do you think that these people are putting out all of these stories all of this time later? It is 20 to 25 years. 20 to 25 years that some of these stories are old. Do the public need to hear this? Let me see what the chat is saying tonight. I'm gonna go back to Diamond Onyx. Diamond is in the building. Thanks for coming through, Diamond. Diamond said hit that like button. Blocker has a comment. Blocker says no, IRV Gotti shouldn't really be telling too much information about Ashanti and IRV Gotti. Now IRV should have just kept that to himself. I be feeling like that. That's how I feel sometimes. Thanks for that comment. Diamond says, hey, what's up, Jay? Jason says IRV needs to STFU. Definitely. So Jason is on the side of IRV is doing a little too much. Thank you for that, Jason. Blocker says today is the 21st anniversary of Aaliyah's death. Rest in peace to Aaliyah. Aaliyah, we miss you. Thank you for that. Jason has another comment. Jason says, I can't lie. I seen Ashanti in some sweats backstage during rehearsal. Ooh, I gotta take a sip of water for that one. Oh man. Shout out to Ashanti, man. I feel you, Jason. I seen Ashanti did that Ciroc vanilla commercial. Oh. Let me get back to that. Jason has a comment. Jason says, I can't lie. I seen Ashanti in some sweats backstage during rehearsal, and yes, she has a very nice figure, but IRV on some real creep. Shh. Yeah. Do we need... I know you're trying to sell a TV show. I know you're trying to sell a documentary. Some of these guys, I know you guys are trying to sell books. Some of these guys, I know these interviews pay y'all some money. But how much is too much info? Diamond Onyx got a comment. Diamond says, too much info, facts. Diamond has the crown up for Biggie. Thank you for that, Diamond. Sarah is here. Sarah says, you're rocking Nick's gear. Come on, Sarah. You know it's New York City. You know it's always NYC in the building. Thank you for that, Sarah. Diamond says, next subject, please. I'm about to tear up. Frank White. Rest in peace to Frank White. If you don't know who Frank White is the notorious B.I.G. Thank you for that, Diamond. Diamond says hello to Sarah. Sarah has a comment. Sarah said they're doing it for the culture. Ooh, whoa, whoa. Okay, wait. Let me read this. Let me go back. This is a comment from Sarah. Sarah says they are doing it for the culture. They are doing too much, trying to attract attention when they hope will make them relevant and possibly lead to earnings. I agree 100%. And here's why I agree with this. If you watch the landscape, like I said at the beginning, if you watch the landscape of media right now, okay, if you have a video and you put up one video that is on some positive messages, you do an interview and you ask questions, when's your music coming out, blah, blah, and if you keep that interview as a straightforward interview and don't get raunchy or you take a look at the views on that video. Now, take the other video where they're asking all of these crazy questions. Yo, did you hit that person? Did you do? Yo, who had a fight? Those views be through the roof. So yes, Sarah has a good point. When you make these statements, when you say all these, and again, I need to stop watching these videos myself because I am a part of the problem. My views are adding to the views, which makes them see that they're getting more views, so they're going to keep making those types of videos. But Sarah is right. It's all, I think, for monetary gain. The picture I have on the screen right here, this is a picture of Keith Murray. If you don't know who Keith Murray is a rapper, artist, down with LOD, down with Def Squad, EPMD. He's been around. He rock with Onyx, he's done a lot of music. He's a classic artist. Keith Murray just recently did a video. He did an interview on Flip the Script podcast. Flip the Script. Shout out to Queen Flip doing his thing. Shout out to E-Money, Flip the Script podcast. So Keith Murray just did a podcast, and he mentioned, they asked him about an altercation. They asked him about an altercation that happened in the club. And he went into detail. He went into detail about him and Biggs having issues. Biggs is one of the three people that started Rockefeller Records. There was Biggs Burke, there was Dame Dash, and there's Jay-Z. And he goes into detailing how him and his peoples were walking through the club, and they had words with Dame Dash, and somebody hit Dame Dash over the head with a Cristal bottle. Again, these are just, I know these are stories from back then. We've heard a lot of wild, crazy stories. And I tell you, this episode came out today. They did a piece yesterday. This episode came out today. This is going to snowball. Dame Dash is going to respond to this. Other podcasters are going to start talking about this. This is going to be making its way around the podcast community. Did Keith Murray need to mention that he hit Dame Dash over the head with a Cristal bottle in the club? Hit the comments, man. Let me hear where y'all are at with this, man. I'm going to go back to Diamond Onyx. Diamond says, Sarah, hello to you. Sarah gave a comment. Sarah has another comment. Sarah says, it's like those darn Love and Hip Hop shows that shouldn't happen. I do not watch Love and Hip Hop. I don't know what's going on with them. I never got into them. It's a little bit too wild and crazy for me. So Sarah says, it's like those darn Love and Hip Hop shows that shouldn't happen. To many of these artists, personal business being shows with fans and frenemies is too much. I do not watch those shows because I think they're just a little bit too raunchy and crazy for me. I mean, I love hip hop. I do watch my Tupac stories and Biggie stories and Big L stories and Aaliyah story. I do tune in whenever people have stories about Tupac and some of my favorite artists that passed away. But some of the raunchy stuff like Love and Hip Hop, I just don't get into. Sarah, thank you for that comment. Blocker says, no man, Keith Murray and Onyx never got along. Well, I'm not saying they got along or not, but if you know that Keith Murray, Onyx, Def Squad, Cormega, Foxy Brown, DMX, The Lox, they all did a show in Harlem. What was it called? I forgot the name of the show. But they did a big show. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name of the show. But they've done a lot of music together, Blocker, if you don't know. I'm not saying that them and Onyx were cool. I'm not saying that. But if you go back and look at that video, it was from the Apollo Theater. It was a show that was headlined by DMX. DMX was the headline of that show. And let me see if I can find the name of the show I'm talking about. Hold on a second. Hit that like button down below, y'all. Let me get some information on this. On this right here. I forgot the name of the show. Oh yeah, it's called Survival of the Illest. So the Survival of the Illest, let me just see if I can, hold on, give me a second here, y'all. Give me a second here. Let me put this up on the screen for y'all. And this is one of the most amazing shows that you can ever see. If you've never seen this concert, I have it on DVD. It's available. It's available on some streaming platforms as well. So I would suggest you go take a look at it. And we're going to go through that in just a few seconds. Let me just upload it here, guys. How's everybody doing tonight? Don't forget to hit that like button down below. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. We got some stuff coming up over the weekend. I hope you all are ready. We got a bunch of stuff coming, man. Alright, let me put this up on the screen here. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on a second. Hold on. Alright, so this concert here, this was called the Survival of the Illest concert. And this is for Blocker. Okay, so again, this concert was headlined by DMX. And as you can see in the picture, you can see Onyx is in there, Redman is in there. Keith Murray is the one with the red bandana on his head. This also had Foxy Brown. Cormega was in there, Method Man, Redman. So this was called Survival of the Illest. This was a live show that was in Apollo Theater. And they actually did a tour. So it was the Survival of the Illest tour. Okay, they toured around the U.S. and they came back home to New York. So this year, you can go watch it. It's on I think it's on Amazon Prime. But I have the DVD and I have the CD for this. So Blocker, Onyx and Def Squad, which was what they were called, Keith Murray, Redman, EPMD, they were called Def Squad. And they toured with Onyx back in the days. All right, so shout out to Def Squad. Shout out to Keith Murray. So, like I'm saying, do we need these stories? Do we need these guys to be giving out all of this information? And I have yet to watch episode 2 of the Murder Inc. doc, but I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm going to watch part 2 tonight, and I think from the preview that they dropped, they're going to go heavy on the Ashanti and IRV Gotti in episode 2, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm not with it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not with it. It's too much. It's too much info. Let me read some of the comments here. I'm going to go back to Sarah. Sarah says, "Happy Thursday, sis," to Diamond Onyx. Blocker says no. Keith Murray and Onyx never got along. Keith Murray and Onyx did that tour. I just showed you all that there. Jason has a comment. Jason says, I heard that story before. Keith Murray always been a wild dude. Yeah, Keith Murray is a wild one. Diamond Onyx says, a bottle of on what? Okay. It was a bottle of Cristal, Diamond. You know, Cristal was the champagne. Cristal was the champagne of choice back in the days. So he said that Biggs and Dame were in the crowd. Jay was like in the corner in the VIP, and Keith Murray and his boys were walking through the club, and words were exchanged, and Dame got hit over the head with the Cristal bottle. And as he explained, he said that Dame later, allegedly, Dame Dash later sued them, I think for like $5,000 because he had to get stitches. So again, this is a story from Keith Murray, allegedly, Diamond, hit with the Cristal bottle in the club. Do we need to know about that? Does he need to let us know about those stories now? I am 100% positive. I don't think Biggs is going to reply. Biggs is in a different place right now. Biggs is probably not going to reply to that. I'm almost 100% Dame Dash is going to respond to that. And Jason says he heard that story before, so shout out to Jason. Diamond Onyx says, how old is hip hop? 49? I saw some news that hip hop's birthday just passed. Diamond, I don't know exactly how old it is. If you're saying 49, Diamond, I'm rocking with you. I really can't say, but I'm going to check that out. Blocker Time says, wasn't it before the Hard Knock Life tour? Yes, the Survival of the Illest tour was before the Hard Knock Life tour. And Irv Gotti also mentioned that too. Irv Gotti was talking about when they were running around, when he was running around with Jay-Z in Europe and all that stuff. This was before they had the whole Death Squad and then the Hard Knock Life tour. Yes, so Survival of the Illest tour was before the Hard Knock Life tour. Yes. Jason has a comment. Jason says, Survival of the Illest tour, and you're referring to the Hypnotized video. Right. So the video I was talking about, this is the last image that I had of Biggie and Puffy together. I know a lot of people say Biggie and Puffy, they're saying Puffy had problems, Biggie didn't want to go to California, Biggie wanted to go to England to do the tour, Puffy made Biggie go, Biggie was going to leave Bad Boy. I've heard all the stories. But like Jason just said, that Hypnotized video, when that video came out and Biggie had on the suit and he had the cane and they were doing the video with the speedboats and Puffy was in the car driving backwards, looking back. That was the last image I remember of seeing Puffy and Biggie together. And that was one of the happiest I ever seen Notorious B.I.G. He was smiling in the video. He was having fun. Again, I know sometimes those things are just for video shoots. I don't know what happened after the video shoot. But I'm just giving y'all, that was my last image of Puff Daddy and B.I.G. together. And then what happened when they went to Cali and the news broke. So whenever I think of Puff Daddy and Biggie, I hear all these stories. Gene Deal goes on all of these podcasts and he drops all these bombs about Puffy and Biggie. That's the last image that I have of Notorious B.I.G. and Puffy. And to me, they look pretty good in my eyes. Blocker says, rest in paradise to Aaliyah. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. Diamond Onyx says, I'm going to need your pink hoodie of that Notorious Kim. We got some more. The Notorious Kims are almost done, yo. The Notorious Kims are almost done. Hoodie season is coming, Diamond. We got you with the hoodies. Hoodie season is coming. Don't worry. We still got a few more pieces of the merch, y'all. So hit 16barsshow at Gmail if you want to pick up some of the merch. We still got a few pieces left, all right? Y'all want to look good for the summer, hit us up, man. Diamond, thank you for that. We got you with the hoodie. Hoodie season is coming, Diamond. We know what's up. Jason has a statement. Jason says, Onyx and Keith Murray didn't have problems. Keith Murray and Mobb Deep had problems. Again, that is correct. Keith Murray had made a song when he was saying the most beautiful, the spirit of love. If you know the verse that Keith Murray used to spit, Keith Murray used to spit some really intricate verses. Okay? And Prodigy actually went at him on one of their intros. If you listen to the infamous, I think it's the Infamous album. If you listen to the Infamous album, after the CD starts, the intro of the second song, he said, yo, hold on. I got something to say to all you this spaced out, bro. So Prodigy was actually going at Keith Murray because of stuff that Keith Murray was saying. So again, Jason's right. Keith Murray, I want to say Mobb Deep, because Havoc was always kind of the neutral guy. Everybody loved Havoc. So Keith Murray and Prodigy did have words, and they did go back and forth in verses. If you listen to a lot of verses back then, there was a lot of subliminals be getting thrown. So let me finish up that. Thanks for that, Jason. Jason says, Onyx and Keith Murray didn't have problems. Keith Murray and Mobb Deep had problems. Keith Murray and Federal Star only had a rap battle. It wasn't beef. So yes, Federal Star and Keith Murray did do a rap battle a couple years ago, maybe about 2 to 3 years ago. Keith Murray and Federal Star. I was hyped for that rap battle, but it was kind of disappointing because Keith Murray is one of my favorite artists. I love Keith Murray's verses. I bought his first album. I think he's an amazing MC. Y'all know how I feel about Onyx. Jamaica Queens in the building. Y'all know Onyx all day. But again, that battle that they did, in my eyes, it didn't go too well. But shout out to Federal, Onyx. Shout out to Keith Murray. Let me see what we got. Diamond Onyx says your merch. We got the merch. We got you, Diamond. Jason answers the question. Yes, hip hop is 49. It turns 50 next summer. So Diamond, Jason is responding. Jason said yes, you're right. Shout out to hip hop 49 going to 50 years old. Shout out. Diamond Onyx says Jason is correct. Mic drop. Jason is a hip hop historian, man. So y'all, when Jason talks, listen, y'all. Thank you for that, Diamond. Blocker has a comment. Blocker says, nah, P. Diddy wanted to become Biggie Smalls' artist on Bad Boy Records, and which it was time for P. Diddy to make an album. Okay, all right. So again, today I'm asking you guys a question. Are these artists putting out too much information today? Are these artists releasing too much private information that we don't need to know about? I have another clip up here. This is from Gene Deal. I'm sorry if I didn't, break down who Gene Deal is. If you don't know who Gene Deal is, Gene Deal used to be the bodyguard for, he was like Puff Daddy, one of Puff Daddy's personal bodyguard. Yes, he did stuff for Bad Boy, but mainly he used to stay close to Puff and do a lot of bodyguarding for Puff. So when Puff would go out, go around, Puff would have hotel, whatever, he would be the guy at the door. He would be the guy walking with Puff. So he has a lot of stories from the Bad Boy days. He was there that night when Biggie was killed. He was in another car. I think he was in front of the car, and Biggie and them were in the back. And when he heard the shots, he turned around, he saw what happened, and he came back around. So Gene Deal has been around Bad Boy for some years, and he was very close to Puffy. So here's another comment that he made on one of those shows. He said, Puffy says he doesn't care if Tupac and Biggie died or Suge went to jail. Again, Gene Deal is close to Puffy. Back then. He's always around Puff Daddy. So he's someone that is in the room. He was in the room. He was there. He would hear things. He would see things. For someone to come out and say that Puff Daddy is saying that he doesn't care if Biggie Smalls died. Again, what I remember of Biggie and Puffy, the way Biggie used to talk about Puff Daddy in the interviews, Biggie used to write for Puff Daddy. I remember I saw interviews of Biggie saying, my man Puff got the vision. And again, Biggie is not here to clarify some of this stuff. And Puff Daddy is not saying anything. Puff Daddy is not responding for years to any of this stuff. If Puff Daddy and Biggie are so close, they were so close, is it appropriate for someone to say something like this? Okay, if you're saying that about Tupac, I can understand that. Bad Boy Records, Death Row Records, they had their spat back in the days. They were going at each other. They had their little words. So if Gene Deal is saying that Puff Daddy allegedly said, I don't care if Pac, I can understand that. I can understand that. I don't agree, but I can understand somebody saying something like that. Oh, I don't care about that other camp. Whatever happened to them, happened to them. But to say that Puffy is saying this about his own artist, the #1 artist on Bad Boy at that time, the artist that's writing all the music for Junior Mafia, for Lil Kim, for numerous other artists, your cash cow. This is the guy that's bringing in all the money. Notorious B.I.G. was bringing in all the money. Mace wasn't doing that yet. The Lox wasn't doing that yet. He was writing for Lil Kim. He was writing for Junior Mafia. He was writing for Puff Daddy. He was ghostwriting for other people. Your cash cow, you telling me, Gene Deal, that Puffy says he doesn't care if his cash cow gets... Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Why do you gotta... What gain do you get from saying something like that? But you know what? Sarah said it best. It's all for money. Someone gonna see this. Me, I'm gonna see this, and now I'm talking about it. Now his name is in the media. Now other people are asking him the question. Yo, what do you do? Hit the comment section. Let me hear from you guys. I need to hear from y'all. Are they saying too much? Is this just clout chasing? Is this for monetary gain? Or Sarah also says they're doing it for the culture. Is this for the culture? Is this to give us more insight on what was really going on behind the scenes? Is this to let people know that what we were seeing really wasn't what's going on? You were seeing this, but this is what's going on. Are they filling us in on the things that we should have known? Hit the comments down below. Let me hear how y'all feel about this. Diamond Alex says, warning. Shout out to Diamond. Sarah says, I need to look fly in the fall. Bars gear. We got you, Sarah. We got you. Fall is coming. Hoodie season is coming. Diamond Alex and Sarah is ready for hoodie season. We got y'all. We got y'all. We got y'all. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Jason has a comment. Jason says, I just said that that's not a beef, it's a battle. Big difference. I know I've been in rap battles and rap beefs. Just because you're battling doesn't mean you're beefing. That is factual too. You got to remember, people, Barker, everybody out there, you got to remember, 90s hip hop was very competitive. Okay? 90s hip hop, even if you... Again, in the documentary, the Murder Inc. documentary, Irv Gotti was explaining the energy that was in the booth when Jay-Z, DMX, and Ja Rule were all in the studio making a record together. The energy was through the roof. DMX was trying to rip them apart. Jay-Z was trying to... Ja Rule came in at the end. The energy is off the hook. But it doesn't mean that they got beef. Sometimes you can go at an artist verbally on the mic, throw them bars at them, but it doesn't mean that you have beat. That's just competitiveness. So again, Jason, thank you for that. That's a great explanation. So again, we asking you guys, is IRV Gotti doing too much? I'm definitely going to watch part 2 tonight, guys. I'm going to go on BET and watch the second part tonight. Like I said, I saw 3 pieces that was available on demand. So I watched 1 yesterday. I'm going to watch part 2 today, and I'll probably watch part 3 on the weekend. Blocker said that there are 5 parts, so if there's 2 more pop up, I'm going to watch the entire thing. So I'm going to catch up. But it looks like part 2, it looks like they're going to go in and really get into the Ashanti and IRV Gotti relationship. But coming off of the Drink Champs, IRV Gotti did put a lot of information out there. He even spoke of how he first found out that Nelly and Ashanti were dating. He said he was actually at home watching the basketball game, and the announcer announced that Nelly's in the building. And while he's watching the game, he says he saw Nelly and Ashanti walking to the stadium together. So that's how he found out that even though allegedly he was dating Ashanti, that's how he found out that at the same time, allegedly, she was also dating Nelly. But again, I ask you, Nelly has not put that information out. Ashanti has not put that information out. He's put that information out. He's put out information about their first kiss. Do we need to know about the first time you kissed Ashanti? Do we need to know that you guys were sleeping together allegedly, and then you went to the shower and you were so happy you thought of the song Happy, and then you went and you put that on, it's a great story. That's a great story, bro. It's a great story. But do we really need to hear that information? Does everything need to be put out there in the world? Is this just to sell the doc? Is IRV Gotti saying these things just to sell the doc? To get people to go and view the documentary? Do artists need to put their personal business out there? Does Gene Deal need to go and talk about Puffy? Listen, I don't even know what Gene Deal does for a living. All I know is every time I see his name, I see his face, he's doing an interview on one of these podcasts and he's talking about Puff Daddy. That's all. Does he have a job? Is he still bodyguarding? So is this how you're making your money, Gene Deal, by making up Puffy stories? Hit the comments down below. Let me know how y'all feel about this. Jason has a comment. Jason says, thanks again, Diamond. Blocker has a comment. Blocker says, DMX and Jay-Z did have beef. And then DMX and Ja Rule also had beef. DMX and Jay-Z were cool. They had some competitive bars that were thrown back and forth. I believe the rift that DMX and Jay-Z had was from when Jay-Z became the president of Def Jam. Jay-Z had to really oversee whose albums were being released at what time. And being the president of Def Jam, he was overseeing artists like DMX. So DMX thought that that's his man. You should be putting my music out before certain other people. But again, since you're the president, you have a responsibility not just to DMX, to everyone. So I think that's where the kind of rift between DMX and Jay-Z came from. But again, I don't think they had beef. Let me finish up that comment. He said DMX, Jay-Z have beef, and then DMX and Ja Rule also have beef. Yes, so DMX and Ja Rule, did have words. Okay, if you go back and listen to Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, there's a song on there called Bring Your Whole Crew. And if you go back and watch the Drink Champs episode, you will see that IRV Gotti also explains that he also produced that song. So IRV Gotti was doing a lot of production for DMX at that time, his first and second album. And yes, he did produce that song where DMX was coming at Ja Rule. DMX, Ja Rule were close at first, but then because DMX thought Ja Rule was kind of stealing his style, shirt off, bandana, but again, thank you for that. Thank you for that comment, Blocker. Sarah has a comment. Sarah says, I hate to say it, but everyone likes to talk about their first kiss. Ooh. Okay. Okay, Sarah, okay. Tell me more. Tell me more, Sarah. Let me read this again. Hold up. This is a comment from Sarah, y'all. Sarah says, I hate to say it, but everyone likes to talk about their first kiss, especially if they like the person. But no, it is not documentary worthy. Okay, so Sarah's put me on. Sarah put me on. All right, I haven't talked about mines, but okay. So Sarah is making a point that people like to indulge and put that information out there for that, especially if they're feeling you. But Sarah also says that it is not documentary worthy. Again, I haven't seen that piece yet. I've heard from people that saw the second and third piece. They say that he does mention his first kiss and stuff like that. And like I said, when he did the Drink Champs interview, he did talk about while they were sleeping together, he got up, went and took a shower, allegedly went to take a shower, and in the shower is where he came up with the song Happy. And he called the studio and told his engineer to start putting that song together. So that's where that song came from. He was in a really good place at that time. So thank you for that, Sarah. Jason got a comment. Jason said, leave Gene Deal alone, LOL. Gene Deal is saying too much, man. Every interview I see with Gene Deal, it's always about Puff Daddy, bro. Like, bro, what is your occupation? What do you do for a living? Why is it every time you go on one of these shows is to talk about that man? You hate that man so much? Call that man and tell that man cut you a check, bro. Like, every time you do an interview, it's always about Puff Daddy. Jason, I'm going to leave him alone. All right. Sarah has another comment. Sarah says, can I tell you about a first kiss that knocked my socks? Sarah, it's a PG-13 show. This is PG-13. Thank you for that comment. All right. Blocker has a comment. Blocker says, no, they weren't. They were never friends. Okay, all right. Hey. Jay-Z and DMX. Jay-Z has said many times that him, DMX, met up, had battles. Okay. Jay-Z always talks about how he first met X, how he respected X's game, how he respected his rapping ability. And if you look at a lot of interviews from Jay-Z, Jay-Z said that him and X did a lot of stuff together. Him and X were on the tour, Hard Knock Life tour. So again, do you think they aren't friends? Cool. Thank you for that, Blocker. Jason has a comment. Jason said DMX and Jay-Z were competitive because one felt like they were better than the other, and X felt like he beat Jay-Z in their rap battle before they were famous, and Hov felt like they won. Here's what I got to say about that, Jason. And Jay-Z has talked about that meeting a lot. And I've also heard D and Y from Rough Riders. D and Y are like the founders of Rough Rider. I've also heard that they talked about this as well. Here's the thing. They said that I think they were in a pool hall when they did this battle. They said that both camps agreed not to record the event. But I think, if I remember correctly, Jay-Z said that he thinks that somebody out there has the footage of the Jay-Z and DMX battle in the pool hall. So I would imagine, listen, I would imagine if you got Jay-Z Rockefeller Records and you got DMX Rough Rider Camp and a whole bunch of people in a room watching these two battle. And I know back then we didn't have smartphones. We had, like, you know, the cameras and stuff like that. We didn't have smartphones back then. Somebody out there has the footage. So we probably got to wait for the Rough Riders doc to come out. But Jason, somebody out there has that footage of DMX and Jay-Z battling. So y'all know I'm going with y'all know I'm going with Hov winning that battle. X ain't beating Hov in no battle. Jason, thank you for that. Let me go back to that comment. Jason said DMX and Jay-Z were competitive because one felt like they were better than the other, and X felt like he beat Jay-Z in their rap battle before they were famous, and Hov felt like he won. I've heard a lot of stories about that battle. Sarah has a comment. Sarah says, fact, creative juices flowing. I have written amazing songs and poems after a great first kiss. Ooh, ooh, okay. All right, Sarah. We have to talk about that on a side note. On a side note, we're gonna talk about that on the side note, Sarah. So yes, today we're talking about artists, celebrities. Are they saying too much? Jason has a comment. Jason says, what is your occupation? No, Jason, for real. What does Gene Deal do? Have you ever seen Gene Deal go on one of these shows? No Jumper, Art of Dialogue, Bomb First, Say Cheese, Vlad TV. Have you seen Gene Deal go on one of these shows recently and they ask him about what he's doing right now? What is he doing in the last 10 years? Somebody tell me what Gene Deal is doing for occupation in the last 10 years other than talking about Puff Daddy. Somebody tell me. Somebody. Anybody. Y'all be wanting to talk about leeches and culture vultures and all of that stuff. For the last 10, 15 years, you haven't been doing nothing but talking about another man. All the money you're making from these podcasts on these shows is off of Puff Daddy back. Shout out to Jason, man. Shout out to the whole crew. Yo, we're going to get ready to get up out of here, y'all. We're almost at the hour mark. Don't forget, y'all, we still got a few more pieces of merch. Hit us up, man. You want to look fly for the end of the summer. Beach flow, you want to hit the beach. You can still hit the beach looking good. Them last few barbecues coming up. Them last few fish fries. You got a new shorty you met. You're going to go see her. Throw the 16 bars merch on, man. You got brunch. You're going to look good at brunch, y'all. Ladies, you want to get that fella you've been looking at? You've been on his IG. You've been in his DMs. Put on one of these, send him a picture. You're definitely gonna bag him up, man. Hey, tomorrow is Freestyle Friday. We got a crazy Freestyle Friday video for y'all tomorrow. So yo, check Freestyle Friday out tomorrow. And Saturday we got another video coming Saturday. You do not want to miss Saturday's video, y'all. Alright? And all of next week, we got a whole bunch of stuff coming down the line next week. But yo, tomorrow, Freestyle Friday. Check out Freestyle Friday. Also, on the weekend, we got a weekend video coming out. And new music, DJ Khaled's new album drops tonight, midnight. I think it's called God Did. That's a silly name. That's the name of the album. Khaled, come on, man. But anyway, we got some new Jay-Z verse coming tomorrow, y'all. Khaled said Jay-Z's on the album. So I want to see what that verse is all about. So yo, look out for the new DJ Khaled album dropping midnight tonight. So Friday, check it out, yo. We up out of here. It's your boy, y'all, Slow Tree.